And oh, share screen. It's highlighted in green. I don't know how I missed that. I guess because I'm slightly punchy. Hey, Troy. How are you doing, Rab?
I'm fine.
Good. I see you're getting ready for your shave next week.
Yes, I'm ready for it now.
Yeah, but you can't get it until next week.
I know. Well, I got something tomorrow night.
Wait a minute, is that right? Today is
Thursday. Tomorrow night's Shabbat.
Wait a second. No, Lag BaOmer, right? That's next Thursday.
I'm talking about tomorrow night's Shabbat. And there's the rabbi before the candle lighting. A lot of congregations are blowing the shofar in memory of this Michael Kusid. He was a direct descendant of Rabbi Nachman, and he died Monday, and was an expert scholar on the shofar.
Wow.
So they're blowing the shofar when they light candles tomorrow night for Shabbat.
Tomorrow night is also the night that you would have Pesach Sheni. Do you know that?
What's that?
Pesach Sheni, that's it's a makeup for if you missed the first Pesach.
I had my matzah.
It during the actual Exodus, because there were a group of men that were carrying Joseph's bones, and because they were carrying it when they actually had Pesach, they couldn't join because they were not kosher. They were impure. So they went to Moses and they said, "What do we do? What do we do?" And Moses asked God, and God said, "So give him another chance." So a month later, they have what they call Pesach Sheni, the second Pesach.
All right.
Baruch hu et Adonai HaMevorach. Praise be the one to whom our praise is due. Baruch Adonai HaMevorach leolam va'ed. Praise be the one to whom our praise is due, now and forever. And Alan Freire de Lima once he's giving me his Misha Berach list already, with that beautiful name of his mother, Arleta Freire de Lima. Arlete Freire de Lima. Oh, two people. Okay. Arlete Freire de Lima and, oh, you wrote it twice. That's what you did. Okay. It's pretty. Arlete Freire de Lima. Your love has embraced us always, in wilderness and promised land, in good times and in bad. Night and day, your Torah sustains us, reviving the spirit, delighting the heart, informing the soul, opening the eyes, granting us a glimpse of eternity. Because of your love, we shall embrace Torah night and day in devotion and delight. Beloved are you, Adonai, whose Torah reflects your love. Yes, Joy. That's where I am all the time. All the time. The more I learn something, the more I realize I don't know.
Yeah, me too. And I'm young. I'm older than him, so yeah. I'm way older than Troy. Way older than Troy.
Oh, well, think of it as fun. Learning is a joy. I wish I'd known that when I was in school. I was the world's worst student.
Youth is wasted on the young.
True.
I'm going to start learning
Yes, you
very
are.
shortly. My medical billing and coding stuff is coming tomorrow. Woohoo!
Yay. Yay, Amy.
Oh, yeah, and I won $4 in the lottery.
Okay, the Shema. Shema.
Israel, Adonai, Eloheinu,
Adonai Echad. Listen, Israel. Adonai is our God. Adonai is one. ואהבת את אדוני אלוהיך בכל לבבך ובכל נפשך ובכל מאודיך, והיו הדברים האלה אשר אנוכי מצווך היום על לבביך, ושיננתם לבניך ודיברת בם, בשבתך בביתך ובלכתך בדרך ובשוכבך ובקומך, וקשרתם לאות על ידיך והיו לטוטפות בין עיניך, וכתבתם על מזוזות ביתך ובישעריך. You shall love Adonai your God with all your mind, with all your soul, and with all your strength. Set these words which I command you on this day and upon your heart. Teach them faithfully to your children. Speak of them in your home and on your way, when you lie down and when you rise up. Bind them as a sign upon your hand. Let them be a symbol before your eyes. Inscribe them on the doorposts of your house and on your gates. למען תזכרו ועשיתם את כל מצוותיי, והייתם קדושים לאלוהיכם. אני אדוני אלוהיכם, אשר הוצאתי אתכם מארץ מצרים, להיות לכם לאלוהים. אני אדוני אלוהיכם. Be mindful of all my mitzvot and do them. Thus you will become holy to your God. I, Adonai, am your God who brought you out of Egypt to be your God. I, Adonai, am your God. Adonai Elohechem emet. Aha, yes, weekday Nusach. Yeah, that I kind of never, that one I never particularly liked, so I never learned it very well. I learned some of the other ones, Troy, but not the weekday. To me, it was boring. And Sharon Jaffe just said, yes, youth is really wasted on me. True. Nicha mocha. Why is that so weird? Try it again. Maybe I need to get it restrung. There we go. Like you, Adonai, among all that is worshipped. Who is like you, majestic in holiness, awesome in splendor, working wonders?
You know what? I don't think it's recording anything.
I'm not, but it's recording on Facebook and on YouTube.
Oh, okay.
Oh God, you are a consolation to your creatures, for in moments of forgetting, we but call to mind your care, and we are comforted. When we hope no more, a pattern in the snow reminds us of your loving kindness. Your dawns give us confidence, and sleep is a friend. You are here. We fail words to say, Matu. Baruch atah Adonai, haporei sukat shalom aleinu, ve'al kol amo Yisrael, ve'al Yerushalayim. Blessed are you, Adonai, guardian of Israel. The shelter of peace is spread over us, over all your people, Israel, and over Jerusalem. Yitkada v'yitkada shemei rabba, ve'amad yivra kirutei, ve'amrik malchutei, decha yechonu v'yom, yechonu v'chayir kol beit Yisrael, bagala, bagala, uvizman kariv, v'imeru, amen. Yehei shemei rabba mevarach le'olam olam ve'amaya yitbarach yitbarach v'yishtabach v'yipar v'yitromam v'yitnaseh v'yitadar v'yitaleh v'yitalal shemei dekudisha b'richu ve'ela mikol birkata v'shirata Ushbechata v'nekemata, Damiran be'alma, v'imeru, Amen. Adonai, sifatai tiftachu fi yagid tehilatecha. Adonai, open my lips that my mouth may declare your praise. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu, Elohei Avoteinu v'Imoteinu, Elohei Avraham, Elohei Yitzchak, Elohei Yaakov, Elohei Sarah, Elohei Rivka, Elohei Rachel, Elohei Leah, Ha'el Hagadol Hagibor ve'Hanoah, El Elyon, Gomel Chasadim Tovim, Mekonei Hakol, V'zocher Chasdei Avot v'Imahot, U'mevii Geula livnei bneihem, Leman Shemo be'ava, Melech Ozer u'Moshia u'Magen, Baruch atah Adonai, Magen Avraham Bezrat Sarah. אתה גיבור עולם אדוני, בחיי הכל אתה, רב להושיע, מוריד הטל. מקלקל קין בחסד, מחיי הכל ברחמים רבים, סומך נופלים ורופא קולים, ומתיר אסורים. ומקיים אמונתו לשני עפר, מי כמוך בגבורות ומזומרה, מלך מביט ומחיה ומצמיח ישועה, ונאמן אתה להחיות הכל, ברוך אתה אדוני מקיים הכל. Take a moment now to say your own private prayer from your heart. Shalom b'momah, u'ya'aseh shalom aleinu ve'al kol Yisrael ve'al kol yoshvei tevel ve'imeru. Here we do a little tiny Torah reading, and it's very short this week, so. Whoops. The Torah reading is from Amor, which means speak. Something I haven't managed to train my dog yet. My child, by the way, is chewing on anything she can get her hands on, which is why she's not in this room with me. This is not a puppy-proof room. She eats my chair. We are reading from Leviticus 23:23 through 25. Baruch hu et Adonai HaMevorach. Baruch Adonai HaMevorach le'olam va'ed. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam, asher bachar banu mikol ha'amim, ve'natan lanu et Torato. Baruch atah Adonai noten haTorah. Amen. Vaydaber Adonai el Moshe lemor, daber el bnei Yisrael lemor, b'chodesh hashvi'i, be'echad lachodesh, yeh lachem Shabbaton, zichron teruah mikra kodesh. Kol melechet avodah lo ta'asu, vehikravtem ishe l'Adonai. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam, asher natan lanu Torat emet, v'chayei olam nata b'tochenu. Baruch atah Adonai noten haTorah. I'm going to ask you guys all to unmute, except for Reba.
Okay, are we in detention? No. We're in the principal's office. Yes.
That particular, by the way, that particular reading is real easy for me because we do it on certain holidays. So it's I've done it many times. And
So that would be a good Torah portion to do for my Torah reading exam,
hey,
right?
there you go. Yeah,
Yes.
it really would. It says, Adonai spoke to Moses, saying, "Speak to the Israelite people thus. In the 7th month, on the 1st day of the month, you shall observe complete rest, a sacred occasion commemorated with loud blasts. You shall not work at your occupations, and you shall bring an offering by fire to Adonai." What do you suppose they're talking about?
Rosh Hashanah.
What? I didn't hear you. What?
Yeah.
Shoshana, yeah.
This whole reading, and I do the 3rd triennial cycle reading, is all about the holidays and the festivals.
Oh.
They talk about, right after that, they talk about the Day of Atonement. Then they talk about Sukkot, etc., etc. Now, at the end, this is what I want to get to. At the end of the reading, it says, "One who kills a beast shall make restitution for it but one who kills a human being shall be put to death.
Mm.
Good.
Ouch.
Yeah, ouch. Well,
You shall have one standard for stranger and citizen alike, for I, Adonai, am your God. The last verse is this. Moses spoke thus. Oh, wait a minute. Is this the one that I wanted to do? Oh, yeah. Moses spoke thus to the Israelites, and they took the blasphemer outside the camp and pelted him with stones. The Israelites did as Adonai had commanded Moses. Now, the blasphemer goes back to chapter 24, verse 10. There came out among the Israelites a man whose mother was an Israelite and whose father was Egyptian. And a fight broke out in the camp between that half Israelite and a certain Israelite man. The son of the Israelite woman pronounced the name in caps, by the way, Yud He Vav He, in blasphemy, and he was brought to Moses. Now his mother's name was Shalomit. Now this is interesting. They have her name, but not the father's. Her name was Shalomit, daughter of Dibri of the tribe of Dan. Gave her a whole little ancestral moment there. And he was placed in custody until the decision of Adonai should be made clearer to them. And Adonai spoke to Moses, saying, take the blasphemer outside the camp and let all who are within hearing, I guess, of when he blasphemed, lay their hands upon his head and let the community leadership stone him. And to the Israelite people speak thus, anyone who blasphemes God shall bear the guilt. And one who also pronounces the name eternal shall be put to death. The community leadership shall stone that person, stranger or citizen, having thus pronounced the name, shall be put to death. Then it goes on to talk about the eye for the eye, tooth for the tooth, which had nothing to do with plucking out somebody's eye or
ouch. That was
tooth. Last year I got a darash that from a Rabbi Ephraim Buchwald. I get his stuff every day, but he gives a Devar Torah every week, and this one had something in it I had never seen before. Talks about the laws that apply only to the Kohanim. And I've talked before about the fact that they said that the Kohanim and the Levite tribe must never eat pork. It doesn't say anything about the Israelites.
Huh.
So does that mean the rest of us can eat pork?
no.
No. Why? Because we tend to put a fence around everything. So, yeah. All right, now this. The story of the blasphemer opens in Leviticus 24:10. The Torah relates that the son of an Israelite woman, who was also the son of an Egyptian man, went out among the children of Israel. The son of the Israelite woman fought in the camp with an Israelite man. During the quarrel, the son of the Israelite woman pronounced the name of God and blasphemed.
Well,
Blasphemer was brought to judge. Okay, we've been through this. They stoned him to death.
it's okay.
trying to explain the strange juxtaposition between the tale of the blasphemer and the laws of the showbread. Cites the Midrash Tanchuma that maintains that the blasphemer had gone about the camp of Israel, scoffing at the showbread, saying, "A king normally eats warm, fresh baked bread. Why should God have old, cold bread in the tabernacle?" After being rebuked by an Israelite for speaking so disrespectfully, the two came to blows, and the son of the Israelite woman uttered the curse in the name of God. Now, this is the Midrash I'd never heard. It's an elaborate story about the blasphemer, placing the actual origin back in Egypt, 60 years before the Exodus, and concludes, sometime after the Exodus. It says either 2 years or 39 years, we don't know. Okay. After Moses was weaned by his biological mother and returned to his stepmother, Pharaoh's daughter, Batya, he spent his youth and adolescence as a prince in the palace of Pharaoh. Batya had raised Moses with a strong Jewish consciousness. Although Moses knew of his Hebrew brothers' suffering, travail, and slavery, contrary to Cecil B. DeMille's version, or Moses didn't know he was Jewish, he had never gone out to actually see them. In order to help the Israelite slaves, Moses arranged to be placed in charge of the Pharaoh's workers and made it possible for the people of Israel to not work on Shabbat. He explained to his Egyptian compatriots that without proper rest, the overworked slaves would die of fatigue and Egypt would be left with no workers. When Moses first started going out to look after his brothers, he wore a disguise so that he wouldn't be recognized. One day, Moses overheard the Egyptian taskmasters complaining about how powerless they were. They were especially upset by Pharaoh's decree that there may be no sexual contact with the Israelite women, so that the pure Egyptian pedigree not be contaminated. One taskmaster, however, reported that there was one Hebrew woman who was unusually friendly. Whenever she brought food to the fields for her husband, she talked and gossiped with everyone. "How are you, dear taskmaster? How are you, officer? Hello, husband." In fact, she was called Shlomit because she always asked for the shalom, the well-being of everyone. The very next day, the Egyptian taskmaster came to Shlomit's house, ordering her husband to leave and report to his labor. The Egyptian persuaded Shlomit to have relations with him. When the husband realized what was happening, he returned to confront the Egyptian. In response, the Egyptian taskmaster attempted to kill the man. Moses, however, had gone out without his disguise to keep an eye on the scheming Egyptian. When Moses saw the Egyptian taskmaster beating the husband, he looked this way and that and killed the Egyptian by uttering Yod-Heh Vav-Heh, the ineffable name of God. The husband of Shlomit, whose life Moses had saved, was named Datan. And that name is familiar to me because it was played in the Ten Commandments by Robinson.
Oh,
Except they called him Dayton for whatever reason. Moses was not concerned that Datan would reveal what he had done to the Egyptian. After all, Moses had just saved the man's life. Datan, on the other hand, looked upon Moses as a traitor to his brother Israelites, for Moses had many previous opportunities to intervene on the people's behalf, but had never done anything for them. Datan, in fact, was greatly concerned that the Jews would be blamed for Moses' violence, so he went home and told his brother Aviram. There's another familiar name, what had happened. Remember a little later on in we haven't gotten there yet in the Torah readings, but after Korach's rebellion, we had another rebellion. And those rebellious people were, guess who? Datan and Abiram. Now, Abiram concurred with Datan's concerns. The brothers then schemed to quarrel publicly the next day, expecting Moses would intervene. When Moses berated Datan, calling him a wicked man for beating his brother, Datan immediately ran to Pharaoh to reveal that Moses had killed an Egyptian, forcing, guess what? Moses to flee to Midian. That's all I'm going to talk about right now because I've already talked too long. But I just thought that was kind of a fascinating bit of midrash that I've been totally unfamiliar with. And I hope you were too, Troy.
I heard something, but I couldn't remember what it was. Something about it was an Egyptian father, and
Well, yes,
there was
but
a
did you know
trouble in
about
Egypt. I couldn't remember what it
Datan
was.
and Abiram
Oh.
connection? How did he find out what the name is? He knew the name.
Is it?
Sure. Okay. Onward. And now we're going to do the what is it? Counting of the Omer.
Well, yeah.
And toi.
No, okay. So what was yesterday?
26.
Thank you.
27. And tomorrow's 28. Just yeah.
Oh my, yeah.
Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam Hashem kiddushanu b'mitzvotav Letzivanu Sfirat HaOmer Hayom Shiva ve'esrim Yom Shehem Shelosha Shavuot V'shisha Yamim LaOmer. Okay. 27. Aleinu leshabeach l'Adon hakol, לתת גדולה ליוצר בראשית, שלא עשנו כגויי הארצות, ולא שמנו כמשפחות האדמה, שלא שם חלקנו כהם, וגורלנו ככל המונם. ואנחנו קוראים ומשתחווים ומודים לפני מלך מלכי המלכים הקדוש ברוך הוא. Ours is the duty to praise the all-sovereign, to honor the artist of creation who made us unique in the human family with a destiny all our own. For this we bend our knees and bow with gratitude before the sovereign almighty, monarch of all, the wellspring of holiness and blessing. Amen. That day the Eternal shall be one, and God's name shall be one. May the one who blessed our ancestors, Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob, Sarah, Rebecca, Rachel, and Leah, bless and heal those who are ill. My list includes Devorah bat Helin, Reuven Baruch ben Terolea, Eliyahu ben Terolea, Shmuel ben Shendel, Yohevet Rosav Bar, Etta bat Gittel, Gary Jacobs, husband of Rabbi Rose Jacobs, Donald Willinger, Ada bat Chanya, Robert Stein, Rachel bat Benjamin, Moshe Lazar ben Chana and his wife, Teva Chana bat Perel, Ziona bat Chava, Chava bat Elsa, Yosef ben Albert and his whole family, Batya Malka bat Perel Chaya, Menashe ben Menachem, Roland and Judy Hanson, and I want to say hello to you again, Roland. Shendel bat Sharon, Chana bat Shendel, all the COVID-19 victims, all the sufferers of Guillain-Barré syndrome, all the Ukrainian people and their defenses. And you may all unmute again, and I'll start with Amy.
Okay. Pam, Hazel, you, Beth, her father, and her father, Maddie, Albert Madison, Valerie Madison, my friend Janice, Marvin, my friend Kathy Ford, who has COVID, oops, and her mom, Christine, Tamara, Joanna, Richie, Jamie, Danny, Jesse, Carol, Ellen Friedman, Dawn and Mr. Pickles. There was somebody on our, I forget which thing it was, Gideon, Ben, Ludmila, and my friend Valerie.
Troy.
Linda. That's all I got, Linda.
Okay. Also, Roberto Franco wants to say Misha Berach for Brenda Franco. Sharon Jaffe says Ronnie, Joy and family, Beverly, baby Bodie, Shirley, Gabe, Carrie, Eric, Ellen. Yeah, she's not here today.
Yeah, where is
And
she?
all who need healing of any kind. Also, for Alan Freire de Lima, Alita Freire de Lima, his mom. Okay, Marvin.
Nobody today.
Nobody, okay. Sharon Jaffe is also saying Misha Berach for Georgette and Fred. Tamara,
Unmute yourself.
you're muted.
You're muted. Hey, Goopy, unmute yourself. No, go ahead.
Okay.
That's funny.
Miriam Siegel, Michael Stern, Lisa Posner, Susie Hall, Sandra Fraser, Albert Madison and family. Let's see, Etta, oh gosh, Etta Bat Giddle. Let's see, Tema Goldberg, Chris Casper, Tevachana Bat Peril, and there's more. Jenny B, Maria Gonzalez, Sarah Leah, and Ida Bachanya, and that's about what I have there. Hold on.
Okay, also, somebody else.
Oh,
Oh, Ellen Friedman.
Yeah,
Yeah.
did Ellen Friedman.
Oh, okay,
That's
good.
on my list.
I forgot something.
May the Blessed Holy One be filled with compassion for their health to be restored and their strength to be revived. May God swiftly send them a complete renewal of body and spirit. And let us say Amen.
No, okay.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Yes, ma'am.
forgot Reuven Baruch, but Pearl, Ben Pearl, sorry, Robert Roberts and his wife.
I did them. I did.
Okay.
His wife.
Ellen Rowe, she's having surgery tomorrow.
Oh, no.
Oh, that's what it is. Okay.
Okay, I have to put her on my list now. Thank you,
I
Mark.
saw her name, Sharon mentioned her name, and I didn't know why she wasn't here. Okay.
That means you have to put a prayer chain, Miss Tamara.
What?
Sorry, I just muted you all. Of strength to bless the ones before us. Help us find the courage to make our lives a blessing, and let us say, Bless those in need of healing with refuah shlema, the renewal of body, the renewal of spirit, and let us say, Amen. Baruch atah Adonai rofei hacholim. Blessed are you, Adonai, who heals the sick. Mourner's Kaddish. And my list is, well, my husband, Shiron ben Avraham Sarah, Bob Slater. The 1 million US victims of coronavirus, all the victims of fentanyl, victims of racial injustice, victims of gun violence, all the Ukrainians and Russians killed in the madman's war. And I'm going to ask you all to unmute again. And I want to say thank you to Reba. She sends healing energy to everyone that
Yes.
meets Anisha Berath. Amy?
Oh, me. Mr. Bob, Robert Reber, Audrey, Scott Whitehead, best friend, Sally Kelly, George Darrell, Francis Johnson, who's Marvin's friend, and Jet the dog. My friend doggy died, poor baby.
That's right.
And I can't think of anybody. The people in Ukraine, and then that journalist from that everybody's that big fuss is about in Israel.
24,000 students of Rabbi Akiva.
And you got the death toll of 1 million have died of COVID here in the US.
Wow.
It's coming up. They were flying the flags at half staff at the White House today.
What? What, Troy?
Where the million people died of COVID.
Oh, COVID, okay.
Marvin,
My father, Joseph Gruber, and Francis Johnson.
Tamara,
Miriam Siegel's father and Edith Katzman's husband. They just passed. And I don't know what their Hebrew names are, but I'm sure God knows. So.
please join me in the mourner's cottage. And Reba, of course, prays for everyone who has met.
Everybody.
Yit Gadal, V'yit Gadal.
Ashme Rabo,
Yama Zero Kirite,
Yama
Yama Kirite,
Day,
Ayakon, Yamakon,
Oh,
Ayakon, Israel.
Agawa,
Amen.
Yesh me Rabba Maya, Yitapara, Ishtah, Pranami Nase, Yita Darbi, Talevi, Meda Kadisha, Eda Mi Kovir Katabashirata,
Oh,
Yama Vimru Amen. Yesh Mama Rabba Mi, Kaim Malani, Amen. Say Shalom, Mimma, say Shalom.
Amen. Say Shalom, be Rumo.
Amen.
Nova Yaakov, Yoshua, Tevio, Bimru, Amen.
What's Ellen having surgery on? Do you know, Marvin?
I think she has some issue in her breast cancer.
Oh, God. Okay. Prayer chain, Miss Becker, you.
Ellen, you mean, or which one? Which Ellen?
Ellen Rose. Ellen Rose.
What about Ellen Friedman? Why is?
Ellen Freeman, she had just said she wanted prayers last time I was on here with her. I don't know what's the matter. Ellen, oh my goodness.
You're down in trouble and you need some love and care, and nothing is going right. Close your eyes and think of me, and soon I will be there. Shabbat Shalom if I don't see you tomorrow night.
You'll see me tomorrow. Don't worry. I'll be here.
Okay.
And so will my little Torah time be here, of course.
And watch Rabbi Blaine, please.
Okay.
Wish I could. I can't now with my friend.
Where
Anyhow,
is she?
Thank
Where
you
is
all very much for joining me.
Thank you, ma'am.
And
Where's the little queen? Where's the queen?
my little queen is she's resting. She
Oh,
had her third round of shots,
oh boy.
and I took her for her first official walk, and she's kind of tired.
Now she won't eat you. There you go. She made a promise to me she wasn't going to eat you. I know she did. She told me. No, I told you she did.
Okay. Well, bye, everybody. Love you all. Thank you for being here tonight, and I'll see you again.
Thank you.